Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. So the Houston starting five. They've got Thompson. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Best in at the center position. And for the Warriors, we've got Zion Williamson. And it's Goose in at small forward. Brent, these teams know each other well. And safe to say, they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
Back to Little. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Here's Hayes. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant. Here's Connor. And a strong finish with two hands.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Wolf. Three-pointer, no good. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about the many difficulties that Kevin Durant presents to a defense, and coach said with most guys you can force them left or right or send help. With Kevin, he can always shoot over the top of you. Sometimes you feel helpless in that regard. Not a lot of solutions for a 7-foot sharpshooter, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Best. Durant looking around. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hayes. From outside, off the mark.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
First one falls for him. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Williamson hits them both.
And we talk a lot about guys and the obstacles that they overcome. Williamson has faced many setbacks, but still staying committed to the game.
Now here's Thompson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Red hot passes to Hayes. Pass to Connor. Puts one up from 19. And the jumper is on the mark. Connor's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Connor. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Turner.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And here's Williamson from outside the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by P.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Turner. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Connor, coming off a 31-point game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Connor's got 6 points.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Pass to Wolf. Turner, a screen on Durant. Here's Wolf. Drains it from 9 feet away.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Right wing.
Warriors foul. Good. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Connor. He has 6.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to P. Outside Little. Here's Wolf. It's hauled in by Houston.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Hayes with it. Covered by Little. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Houston making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams. And that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Durant. That one drops for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. He shoots it. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Connor. The offensive rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Best. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Best has got his second bucket on the night.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Counted from distance.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Outside Durant. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game. Eason's checked in for Houston.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for Houston. Number 18, Tariq Eason.
Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Offensive rebound. Here's P. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Connor. He has 6. And he knocks the jumper down. Connor's got 8 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Go Blue! There you go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Warriors. It's a three-point game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
6 on the shot clock. Wolf can't get it to go.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Connor. Give him 8. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Warriors shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Wolf. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Lillard passes to Wolf. No good on the triple. Houston leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Connor. The 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Wolf. The ball's knocked loose. In transition, here they come. Connor can't hit. Hayes against Lillard. And that one is hammered home.
If you look at career assist numbers for Damian Lillard, the stats don't really jump off the page at you. He's been asked to score more, but he's a creative playmaker when need be.
Now here's Mitchell. Inside, Hayes. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Eason. Still no points. To the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
Bailey's checked in for Hayes.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Here's Lillard. That shot off the mark. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Houston leading by 10. Outside Durant from deep three-point land. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors shooting 33% in the first quarter. Lillard outside. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Jackson Davis a screen. 5 to shoot. Lillard passes to P. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 6. And so it's Houston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. So the Houston 5 right now. Jarrett Allen out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Bailey in at the 2. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he recovers it. The Warriors shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Outside Little. Here he goes. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Bailey. No points yet. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. In third, Houston.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Now Nembhard. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Now here's Little. He's closely guarded. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Eason. Outside Durant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Free throws good from Durant. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive, BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins. I mean, there's no doubt that Kevin Durant is still one of the most lethal long-range players in the game today.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Josh Okogie taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, here's some qualities about Okogie. He plays a loose, fearless, attacking brand of basketball, and his teammates really feed off that energy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. And here's Mitchell. Still without a bucket. From outside, Mitchell is good.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Outside Little. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. 13 feet out. Jump shot is good. Little's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Durant, pass to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Nembhard. Williamson outside. Little up top. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Little. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Here's Connor, covered by Williamson. Connor can't hit.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Williamson is doubled. Pass to P. The 3 is up. Nembhard outside. Fires in the triple. Nembhard's got 8.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Driving to the basket. Connor can't hit.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Nembhard, the pass to Little. Here's P. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Connor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Durant with the bucket.
And that's the shot that makes Kevin Durant. He's so special from the mid-range.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Little. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And Houston making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Outside Little. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Connor with a rebound. Connor's got 5 rebounds in the game. With some arc. And he lays it in. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Nembhard. Give him 8. To the paint. Williamson misses. Houston leading by 6. Here's Connor. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Williamson. Here's Wolf from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. So both teams making some changes here. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Please give a big round of applause for your Houston squad.
And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. In the 3rd spot, the Warriors.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 10. Lillard passes to Reed. To stop the run. Lillard can't get it to go.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Oh, and Reed with a block. He passes to Williamson. Here's Wolf, defended by Thompson. Wolf, good. Wolf's got 5 now.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Mitchell. Allen outside. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Wolf. Now Williamson. And here's Lillard. He's defended by Hayes. Fires it. And he gets it to go. And now just a 5-point Houston lead. Well, Houston's shooting the ball at 48% so far. On the wing, Thompson. No made baskets yet. Mitchell with the ball. From downtown. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game. P. The long distance 3 is buried. He's got 11.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Now here's Hayes. 6 points for him. The deep 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Williamson. Here's P. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by Houston. Connor's got rebound number 7 tonight.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Great D that time from Williamson.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Lillard passes to Wolf. The 3. Connor with the rebound. Connor's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Allen. Here's Connor. To snap the cold streak. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. This one for 3. Reed with the rebound. The Warriors shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Lillard passes to Wolf. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Up top, Thompson. Yet to see a basket. The 3 from Mitchell. Drills it from deep. And the Rockets lead by 5.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Lillard passes to Wolf. Reed to screen on Thompson. Here's Wolf. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Hayes. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Over Lillard. Hayes, shot's good. And now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And so it's Houston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first-half effort for Houston.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second-half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Houston leading by 7. We've got Zion Williamson. And it's P in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Now here's Durant. From 9 feet out, it's hauled in by Wolf.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Here's Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Rockets. Best. One shot.
One shot.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting at about 34% here in this game. Pass to Wolf. Turner, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's P. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 14 points for the game.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here's Hayes. Give him 8 points now. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wolf.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to P. From 18 feet away. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Houston with another miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Turner passes to P. Six to shoot. Little, no good. Houston leading by 5. Here's Connor. 18 points for him. Hayes misses.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
It's Little on the wing. Back to Williamson. Over Hayes. Williamson misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Durant, the pass to Hayes. They set a pick, puts up a 3, drops in the 3. 11 points in the game.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
To the middle. Here's Wolf. It's hauled in by Houston. Best has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Connor, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Williamson outside. Turner, a screen on Thompson. Here's P. 16 points for him. And there's the rejection. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The three, Durant. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williamson is doubled. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Williamson. Here's Wolf. Turner, a screen on Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. P, no good. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Best. Thompson outside. Here's Connor. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Here's P. Williamson outside. And Durant with the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's P. 16 points for him. Shot clock at 3. Fades away. And the shot is good off the backboard. He's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Pass to Connor. There's the triple. And Houston, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Williamson outside. Williamson with a screen on Thompson. Here's P. Defended by Thompson. P. The bank shot, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Hayes misses. The Warriors shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. P passes to Wolf. There's a screen by Turner. There's the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Wolf's got 8 points.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Durant. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Wolf. Wolf's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Little on the wing. Here's Wolf. Give him 8 points now. Off target from outside.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Thompson right side. Here's Connor. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's P. Defended by Thompson. P passes to Turner. Now here's Williamson. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. And it's Little with a rebound. And the Warriors shooting a low 29% since halftime. And he's going for the lob. It's picked off. Here's Connor. 26 points for him. Pass to Durant. Here's Best. Here's Connor. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Connor's got 28 points for the game.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Checked in for Houston. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Thompson. Nembhard, the pass to Little.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Wolf. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Houston. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Wolf. Give him 8. Nembhard outside. Pass to Okogie. Here's Wolf. Shot clock at 6. Nails it from 3. Wolf's got 11 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night. His 2nd since halftime.
Hayes, the pass to Allen. And here's Mitchell. A shot from the mid-range. Nice D from Nembhard. The Warriors shooting 34% thus far in this game. Here's Wolf. Allen defending. And it's all from three-point range. Houston leading by 10. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's the break. Wolf passes to Little. Here's Okogie. The 3 is up. Hits a three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. And Mitchell responding with a 3 of his own.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Here's Wolf. 11 points in the game. For 3. The shot misses. And so it's Houston ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Ball's got to move, all right? So just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Just settle in. Make easy, simple passes.
Boy, the offense does not look very fluid to Coach Kerr right now.
Yeah, just not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team is harder to guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So the Houston 5 right now. We've got Donovan Mitchell. He's out there with Amin Thompson. Jared Allen out there with Tari Eason. And it's red hot in at the power forward position. And denied at the rim. But they call the foul. The whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
Crafty. I mean, Mitchell showing the ball, then pulling it back down.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
That free throw is good for Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
Both free throws good for Mitchell.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to P. The 3 ball. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Mitchell. Allen outside. And here is Thompson. Wide open. And it's in. Off the glass. Connor's got 12 points here in the second half.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nembhard. Here's P. Defended by Eason. Just 4 to shoot. Here's P. And he connects with a jumper. He's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
With good length and strong physical tools, Mitchell will challenge any opponent on the inside.
Nembhard outside. To the wing, right side. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Houston.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And Jared Allen, one of the best rim runners we have in the league. What a dunk.
The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to P. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Houston. Connor's got 15 rebounds here tonight. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the jumper from the wing offline. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Houston. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's P. Pass to Williamson. Nembhard outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Allen. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Houston. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Thompson outside. Outside Mitchell. Launches it. Goes back up. And Connor gets it to go. Connor's got 32 points.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's P. Back to Lillard. To stop the drought. Pass to P. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Connor can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Picked by Williamson. For three, here's Lillard. Eason pulls it in.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. But with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter.
The first free throw is good.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
He's perfect from the line this time. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Pass to Turner. Here's Wolf. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell grabs a miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Connor. Hayes for 3. Sinks the tray.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Little. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
That free throw no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he sinks the second. Houston leading by 19. Durant with it. Oh, they get a hand on it. Now here's Turner. Pass to Little. Over Hayes. Little, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Connor. Now here's Durant. Covered by Williamson. Kept alive. Best. And rejected. Here's Wolf. Now Little. Picked by Williamson. Let's go with a 3. Little, no good. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Pass to P. Lets the three fly. On target from range. P's got 15 points in just the second half.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
Outside Durant. Here's Connor. And Williamson with the block.
Great job by Williamson. You know, I love watching him dunk, but, man, his block shots are spectacular.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Thompson passes to Red Hot. The kick to Durant. Misses the three. Pass to P. Throws it up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Houston leading by 14. Outside Durant. And here's Hayes. Pass to Thompson. Back to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. They still need this. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Williamson outside. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hayes. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for the Rockets, Hayes, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Warriors shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Wolf. Here's P. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. He's got 11 points in the quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Connor. Back to Hayes. Clock at 6. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. A minute 15 left to play in the fourth.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
They made the most of their opportunities at the line.
And they did a great job of forcing the action to create those opportunities.
And they pick up their fourth win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Red Hot.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for 2, Wolf.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Bailey, the pass to Allen. Here's Roddy. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter.
Nice, yeah.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this is all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And time to present our player of the game.
Make nobody stress me, I'm on the way right now. When I get him, not to flex, not to chill right now. I do my thing my way, I do hold my side. A million value tell you with the ball, you say no my thing. What's up? Show my soul job. I kid in a big power. Now wisdom they make you they gotta. Shoka. I'm a little sometimes I dey feel like a burner in my head.
I was on the field. I was never playing for the under 18s. Now it's 18 carat, that's another AP. 8 cribs in my name and a couple AMGs. Send your allocation, put your ID in my navigation. She a baddie, got my validation. Say you on vacation, then we ain't got enough rotation. I'd rather fly you out to Niger, put you on a flight. Knowing you probably trying to argue in the sky. But I'd rather lie than see you cry. We can start a family, but you don't trust men. You had no father in your life. More money, less clout. The vibe ain't right, I told my brother, let's cut. Good karma keep coming in clutch. They never hit me up when I was down with no luck. But now I'm up, so
make nobody stress me, I'm on the way right now.
Alright.
When I get him, not to flex, not to chill right now. I do my thing my way, I do hold my side. A million value tell you with the ball, you say no my thing. What's up? Show my soul job. I kid in a big power. Now wisdom they make you they gotta. Shoka. I'm a little sometimes I dey feel like a burner in my head. Paradise my body. Make nobody whine me. To the most I need the more money. Kinja me don't jam me. In the toju mommy. Good energy's all I need. You favorite pattern. I'm a yaran coming. Oh, you can bank on me. Every song is a bangani. Till eternity. Everything should have vanity. I prove the joint for my sanity. Make a basic calamity. Say I'm bringing love, the gravity. Jealousy, the jealousy. You see the signs, no be line, no be salary. Live on, no be parody. Live off, no be narrative. Live off, hierarchy. I need it to be power. Now we don't need it. Shoka. I'm a little sometimes I feel like a corner in my head.
So they're praying on my down, but I'm up still. Somebody go and find out how the ops talk. They thought that it was George, but it was God's will. Kids listen to me, taking it for gospel. They're praying on my down, but I'm up still. Somebody go and find out how the ops talk. They thought that it was George, but it was God's will. They're praying on my
Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my fly. I wanna be with you. Only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my fly. I wanna be with you. I still think about you. I still think about you. Tell me.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Red Hat is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Malone. And it's Lyons in at the point guard. And for the Grizzlies, Hughes is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Hughes. And they're here's the bulldozer, and it's Halliburton in at the one spot. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Clutch. Outside Jackson. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Suns shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Hughes. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This is why coaches love Tyrese Halliburton. Just plays the right way.
Here's Clutch. Brooks outside. Here's Lyons. Here he goes. And he lays it straight in.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
And here are the Suns now. After Memphis gets the three, Malone gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Hughes for the three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The drive by Brooks. Here's Lyons. Offline with his three. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Brooks. Nice shot by Red Hot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
So for Phoenix, their last game a win against Dallas. Now, here's Halliburton. G right on him. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Red Hot. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Malone missing. Memphis trails by 3. Here's Hughes. Jackson trying to break through. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he knocks down the first one. good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Clutch. Left side, Jackson. Pass to Brooks. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Here's a look at numbers for Clutch. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Red Hot. Great showing for him last season. First in rebounding and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Clutch. Here's the floater. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Here's Clutch, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Brooks finds Malone. Shot clock at 6. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Malone's got his second bucket of the night. Stolen away, and Phoenix pushing it up now.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Hughes. Fires the 3. And no good that time. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball following the score by Phoenix. Here's Hughes. The long distance 3 is buried. Hughes got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside for Jackson. Johnson with the rebound. Malone against Hughes. He can't get that one. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Malone. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Malone at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Suns making a change here as well. Jalen Green's checked in for Dillon Brooks. And both free throws good for Malone. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Phillips. Memphis moving that ball around to the middle. Here's Hughes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
from deep. Green knocks down the three ball.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Phoenix. Phillips, the pass to Hughes. Pass to Hughes. Puts up a deep three. They grab their own miss. Here's Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix leading by 3. Malone passes to Lyons. They kick it out to Green. Now Hart. Here's Clutch. Top of the key. That one goes. Counted. And it's 8 points for Clutch.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Hughes against Green. Hughes, good. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. And Phillips gets it to go.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Malone passes to Green. 1:39 left here in the first quarter. Clutch can't hit.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And Phillips gets it to go. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Clutch. 8 points for him. Inside, Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Green against Hughes. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. Buries it from three-point range. 9 points for Silk.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Green over Hughes. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Phillips. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Green with the ball. 11 points last game. Pass to Hart. Here's Clutch. The layup off target.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
We've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Wells. Halliburton is out there with Edey. And it's Jerome in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Wells. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Josh Hart. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Shots good by Green.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
Green's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Halliburton outside. Pass to Portis. Over Hunter. Portis can't get it to go. Phoenix trails by 3. To the inside. Wells passes to Halliburton. Finished off the break. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, this play is about the effort level of Tyrese Halliburton running the floor to get that break.
Pass to Red Hot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for the Suns, number 43, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Portis. And Phoenix also making a switch. Brooks checked in. And so he hits both. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Jerome. No scoring in this one. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And oh, here we go with Wallace. Nobody back. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Phoenix trails by 4. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Hart. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. Here's Red Hot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jerome. Green with the rebound. Wallace against Halliburton. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's Red Hot. His last outing with 20 points.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Hughes is checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Suns also making a change. Malone's checked in. Halliburton kicks to Wells. Johnson outside. Pass to Edey to the paint and stolen by Malone. Here's Hart. They kick it out to Green. Outside Malone. There's Red Hot. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Red Hot's got the game tied up here for Phoenix. Halliburton passes to Johnson. And no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Hughes. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hughes against Malone. Hughes, the pass to Johnson. Stolen by Brooks. There's Red Hot. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Green against Halliburton. Pass to Hughes. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Hughes is checked in. Hughes against Malone. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Hughes.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And it's Hart penetrating. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
And he makes the first.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Clutch, he's checked in for the Suns. He's perfect from the line this time. Memphis trails by 4. Now, here is Halliburton. Out to the right wing. Inside, Johnson. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
That's too hard. Malone in the corner. Here's Clutch. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks the 3-pointer. Red Hot's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. One of the stories here, Red Hot getting it done today.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Wells, he's checked in for Halliburton. And Phoenix also making a switch. Jalen Green's checked in for Hart. Hughes, 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Malone passes to Red, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Memphis trails by 5. Pass to Hughes. Shoots the 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
Outside, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Take a look at Red Hot. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Grizzlies. Outside, Green. Brooks outside. Pass to Clutch. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Memphis trails by 4. Hughes, the pass to Portis. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Here's Clutch. 8 points for him. Back to Malone. Lock at 6. Here's Green going inside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Takes a step back. Lions the pass to Green. 1:41 left in the first half. Here's Red Hot. He's got 17. Yep, it counts.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And here is Hughes. He's got 15. Pass to Portis. Hughes with it. Free throw line jump shot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Well, Phoenix shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Malone outside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hughes kicks to Portis. Pass to Hughes. 35 seconds left in the first half. They get it back. Memphis moving it around. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. The Bulldozer comes in for Bobby Portis. And Halliburton subbed in for Wells. Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Halliburton passes to Hughes. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Malone. It's hauled in by the Suns. Red Hot's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lions the pass to Jackson. Good D by Johnson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot. Nice draw. Let's hear it for the participant.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
And taking a look at Memphis, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have 4s, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Memphis. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. You've got Dylan Brooks. Malone is out there with clutch. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Red Hot in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, that's a great setup. defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing? Ideal, my goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Jackson. Hasn't made one yet. Hughes with it.
The officials are all over that one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Clutch. On the wing, Malone. Here's Lyons. It's rebounded by Memphis. Phillips has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hughes. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Suns shooting 61%, showing all of the indications of an offense that is locked in. The drive by Malone, and he banks in the layup. Malone's got 12.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Hughes. For the lead. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Red Hot. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Phillips, the pass to Halliburton. Now Johnson, guarded by Jackson. On the wing, Hughes. Tries again. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throw. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
At the line for 2, Hughes.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Hughes. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. One of the stories here, insanity, getting it done today.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
All right, a chance to see some stats for insanity. Last season, he played outstanding. And you look at his three-point field goal percentage, how about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Phoenix trails by 3. touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Clutch, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Pass to Hughes. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Now here's Johnson. Here's Phillips. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Grizzlies have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Clutch. 10 points for him. Suns moving the ball around. Brooks kicks to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lyons. A rebound by Hughes. Hughes got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Baseline try. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Red hot the pass to Lyons. Brooks outside. Pass to Red hot. Outside Malone. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Hughes. Hughes got rebound number 5 here tonight over Malone. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Brooks outside. Pass to Clutch. Kicks it out to Malone. Drills it from outside. Malone's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The shot by Hughes, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Malone outside. Pass to Red Hot. Outside Jackson for the lead. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Hughes, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Hughes got 22. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Suns. Green's checked in. Phoenix trails by 3. Now here's Malone. He's got 15. Outside, Green. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Lyons. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Hughes. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Red hot, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Halliburton outside. Halliburton is doubled. Here's Heaney, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Phoenix trails by 7. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Haliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Now Hughes, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Phillips. Now Hughes, he's got 21. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Phoenix trails by 9. Here's Clutch. 10 points for him. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Clutch after Memphis gets the 3. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
For Phoenix, they've gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Memphis leading by 8. On the wing, Hughes. Pass to Hughes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Haliburton for 3. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Phoenix. Clutch can't hit. Here's Phillips. Guarded by Green. Haliburton passes to Phillips. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
The defensive instincts of Jackson Jr. are off the charts. He just knows when to go for the steal.
Now, here's Haliburton. Defense is right there.
2 minutes.
All alone. It's hauled in by Red Hot. Red Hot's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson passes to Reddick. Pass to Malone. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Jackson misses.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his third foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bulldozer. And Wells is subbed in for Hughes. And then for Phoenix, Hunter comes in for Jackson. And it's Josh Hart in for Malone. Memphis leading by 8. And here is Wells. Pass to Halliburton. And here is Portis. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Hughes. Brooks checked in for the Suns. Cason Wallace comes in for Clutch. .44 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer, and the jumper is on the mark. Halliburton's got 6.
Now, this is the value of Tyrese Halliburton. Yes, he can beat you with his passing. He can also beat you with his shot making.
Halliburton against Wallace. On the wing, Green. Drops in the tray. 16 points for him.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And, boy, he just keeps coming.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jalen Johnson is out there with Wells. Then there's Edey. Then it's Hughes. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here is Hachimura. Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Wells. And good that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Now here's Malone. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Hughes. Johnson with a screen on Malone. From 17 feet out. No good there. Phoenix trails by 6. Hart finds Malone. Ball's knocked loose. Hughes with the steal. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Phoenix. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Green. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Here's Jerome. Into the lane. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. It's the 3-point bomb.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Hachimura. Now here's Malone. Down low. Brooks misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Johnson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Jerome. Defended by Hart. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Back to Green. The rebound by Hughes.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
And still gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
His 4th giveaway tonight. Just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
And Memphis making a change here. Phillips has checked in. And a change for the Suns. Jackson, he's checked in for Hachimura. Now here's Malone. Brooks with a screen on Hughes. Here's Malone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Memphis. Hughes comes in for Hughes. Halliburton subbed in for Ty Jerome. And for the Suns, Red Hot comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Clutch in for Green. And both free throws good for Malone. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now, here's Halliburton. Tight defense on him. Hughes, good.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
Let out the pass to Lyons. Jackson, a screen on Halliburton. Lyons. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Now, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Green, he's checked in for Malone. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the first one drops. Edey's checked in for Johnson. He hits both from the stripe.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Halliburton with it. Pass to Edey. Six to shoot. He lobs it up.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Watch, good.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's Wells. Here's Hughes. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hughes got 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Driving to the basket. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Lyons.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Now, here's Halliburton. Here's Phillips. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Phillips has got 4 points in the quarter.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
But Grizzlies call timeout. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Edey. And it's Hughes in for Wells. Here's Phillips. Halliburton outside. Pass to Hughes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Clutch. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Halliburton. Following the score by Phoenix. Here's Phillips. Jams it in off the great move.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Hughes. Halliburton is screen on Green. Here's Hughes. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Hughes with the steal, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Phoenix making a change here. Malone's checked in. Phoenix trails by 10. Pass to Brooks. Back to Malone. Here's Clutch. Outside, Malone. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Clutch can't hit. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Halliburton. It's rebounded by Malone. Brooks dishes to Malone. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 21 points for the Prophet.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's guarded closely. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix trails by 8. Malone in the post. Covered by Johnson. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And for Memphis, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Memphis.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Insanity.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Halliburton passes to Johnson. Back to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact. But, folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
On the free throw, no good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Shooting for the Suns, number 43. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so here's Memphis. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Here's Jerome. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Insanity.
I can't keep a lookout, I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door's slammed. I can't pay your bills just like he did, I ain't fine now. I was being real, not like he did, where you find now? Put him on a leash and make him think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. Talking about network when I got it all in my bill. Say less when you say something, cause you always getting upset. Say no, but I never get depressed in, so it's on red. Only coming in late when I look clean, I'ma make a mess. They don't see me, but I see they face when I make a mad. Yeah, keep your head down, boy. I'll never be the same now, boy. Yeah, just got a new whip.
And this is a team that stands out on and off the court with their style and flair. A shot from earlier as they made their way to the locker room. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. A look at the starting group here for Denver. They've got Luka Doncic. Nikola Jokic is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Houdini in at the 2. And for the Pistons, we've got Davis. And it's Silva in at the 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the Pistons will get the first possession. Now Cunningham. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Pass to Garbage Man. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Rain Man. He had 25 points in his last game. Davis misses. Out to the right wing. Here's Garbage Man. Checked by Davis. Garbage Man passes to Brown. Five on the clock. Pass to Jokic. A rebound by Detroit.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Here's Garbage Man. Pass to Houdini. Here's Garbage Man. fires from deep. And it's Houdini missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Silva. Gets the three to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Denver, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Houdini, pass to Brown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with him.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. The Pistons in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Davis with a screen on Jokic. Beyond the arc. And Detroit another three.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Brown passes to Houdini. Here's Garbage Man. Pass to Houdini. 4 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. He's off on that one. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Whitman. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Whitman's got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Doncic. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Here's Rain Man. Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Davis. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Brown finds Jokic. Pass to Garbage Man. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Whitman. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Hey, when in doubt, Run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the basket by Houdini.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Rainman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Davis, a screen. Here's Rainman. The rebound by Garbage Man. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's time for Dance Jam. If you see yourself for the screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
Detroit making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Brown's checked in for Denver. Here's Rainman. No points so far. Pass to Whitman. Now here's Thompson. And again, no good by Detroit. Thompson against Jokic. Shoots over Thompson. Jokic, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 so far.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
On the take, here's Houdini. Kick out to Brown. No good on the three. The Pistons have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Davis with a screen on Brown. Pass to Rainman. Launches a three. Davis can't hit. Denver is shooting 43% to get this one underway. Garbage Man passes to Houdini. The rebound by Detroit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Here's Garbage Man. Pass to Houdini. Here's Garbage Man. Brown looking around. Here's Houdini. No good with the triple.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Davis. Davis with a screen on Brown. Pass to Rainman. Jacks up a three. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Davis. And Strother subbed in for Silva. Williams is checked in for Denver. Watson comes in for Jaylen Brown. .156 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Houdini. Give him 8 points now. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left to win the drought. Holland with a rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Whitman. The rebound by Garbage Man. Garbage Man's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Houdini. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Brown's shot is good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Rain Man. Thompson with a screen. Here's Rain Man. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here we go. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
Just goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Van Vliet's checked in for Detroit. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Denver. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
Here's Strother. He's scoreless. Lays out. And again, no good by Detroit. And Denver's shooting only 39% in the early going. Brown passes to Garbage Man. Russell with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. No good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Denver up 1. And we'll return shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Denver.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for the Nuggets, they've got Peyton Watson, Christian Brown out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Williams, and it's Garbage Man in at power forward. Russell deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. Shot is up. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brown's got 5. Detroit trails by 3. Here's Whitman. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Here's Whitman. Knocks down the long J. 12 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Van Vliet's checked in for Sasser. Luka Doncic is checked in for Denver. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Outside Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Garbage Man. Shoots. Holland with a rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's Whitman. Defended by Watson. Thompson outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver is shooting just 38% for this game so far. From deep, here's Doncic. And again, it's Denver missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Yep, that one goes.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Detroit. The rebound by Detroit. Whitman's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. And Williams over to help. Pass to Whitman. Here's Strawther. From behind the arc. The rebound by Garbage Man. Garbage Man's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now Doncic. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent season, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
And he drops it first.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's both from the stripe.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In the third spot, Detroit.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Cunningham outside. And again, no good by Detroit. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Garbage Man. Here's Houdini. 6 to shoot. Williams with the screen. Here's Houdini. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. There's a screen from deep. Pass to Rainman. Here's the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Rainman's got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Garbage Man to the left side wing. Goes up on the baseline. Rainman grabs the board. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Holland. And he converts the layup. Holland's got his first 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
So it's Denver now.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the 2 teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
Here's Rainman. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Rebounded by Denver. Garbage Man's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Doncic. Here's Houdini. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Cade taking it in.
Yeah, the way that Cunningham knifes his way inside off the dribble, it's hard not to foul him on the move.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
First one falls for him. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Garbage Man. Back to Doncic. Releases. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Here's Silva. Here's Whitman, covered by Jokic. Here's Whitman. Great D that time from Jokic.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And it's Houdini missing.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Rainman. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Rainman's got 9.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Pass to Houdini. Here's Garbage Man. To the paint. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the basket by Houdini.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Pass to Silva. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range, Silva can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. can't allow any space.
And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single-covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
And he makes a first. And, Coach, a three-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him. Well, the metronome-like consistency of Jokic, one reason he's a multiple-time league MVP.
Here's Houdini. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Houdini's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Silva. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Great timing by Jokic. Allows him to block that shot.
No match for the Joker.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Detroit trails by 3. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Watson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Here's Doncic. Here's Jokic. And he can't jam it through.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Doncic passes to Watson. Back to Doncic. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Takes the 3. Duren with the rebound.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Holland gets the bucket. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Pass to Brown. It's tipped. Here's Rainman, covered by Jokic. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Here's Houdini. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nails it from beyond the arc. Houdini's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Here's Rainman. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of this game. And it's Houdini missing.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Pass to Duren. Here's Holland. He shoots a 3. Doncic pulls down the board. Jokic with it. Over Duren. No good with a fallback jumper. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Denver. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Attention to center court. Drum roll, please. And thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be. They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys, this is how tough defense can be. It's locked in.
Their ability to get stops, that's been the difference. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's Denver now. 2-point game. We've got Davis, and it's Whitman in at the 5. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Right side Brown. The rebound by Detroit. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Whitman. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Brown. Here's Garbage Man. And here's Doncic outside. And they'll get another chance. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Denver ball.
All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Sunday, then on Monday.
And for that game against the Heat, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Here's Houdini.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Hammers the lob through.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. For Denver, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Cunningham against Doncic. Here's Houdini. 19 points in the game. It's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Whitman. 18 points for him. Here's Rainman. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside, Brown. To the inside. And stolen by Cunningham. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Rainman, that's good. Rainman's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. In the third spot, Detroit.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Pass to Garbage Man. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 34, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. So he gets them both. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 1. Right side, Davis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Pistons, Davis taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Davis. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Garbage Man. Inside. Stolen by Davis. Here's Silva. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Denver trails by 6. Here's Houdini. Three-pointer. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Whitman. Now Cunningham. The 3. And Detroit another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Garbage Man. Outside, Brown. And again, it's Denver missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Good on both.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Denver trails by 11. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Doncic against Cunningham. Doncic passes to Houdini. Jokic the screen. Here's Houdini. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
Here's Whitman. No good on the quick three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Houdini. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And here's Detroit. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Whitman. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 9. Back to Watson. Jokic with a screen on Davis. Watson passes to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Houdini. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Doncic against Cunningham. Pass to Rayman. Over to the wing. Here's Whitman. It's good from about 19 feet. Whitman's got 6 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Watson. Back to Doncic. Over Cunningham. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Here's Whitman. 20 points for him. Over Jokic. And stolen by Brown. And they're running. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Brown's checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Brown. Detroit leading by 7. Whitman passes to Davis. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 6.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some confidence.
a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. In the third spot, Detroit.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Jokic passes to Houdini. Pass to Brown. Here's Houdini. From the wing. And again, it's Denver missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Houdini. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
Outstanding defense by Thompson. His teammates appreciate how much he hustles on that end.
Denver trails by 12. Watson passes to Houdini. Puts up a three. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Peyton Watson. First personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for Detroit, Whitman. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Pass to Caravan. Now here's Jokic. He's got 5.
Pistons foul. 6. Third personal foul. 4th team foul. Into the line for the Nuggets. Number 21, Jameer Watkins.
To shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Watson. They need this. He buries it from 3. Watson's got 5 now.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Thompson outside. Here's Whitman. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Denver trails by 11. Watson passes to Russell. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. Back to Russell. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Whitman. From downtown. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Spins. Here's Watson. The rebound by Detroit. Silva's got 4 rebounds now. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Blocked. To the left wing. Puts it up. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Holland. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Pistons lead by 11.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Now here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Whitman. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Whitman's got 10 points in just the second half.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Detroit in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened on the court for the Nuggets. Williams is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Christian Brown. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Houdini in a two-guard.
And Cunningham's size at his position allows him to see over defenders and find his teammates.
Here's Houdini. Pass to Doncic. Cunningham with some nice D. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And Denver's shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Thompson with a steal. Now here's Cunningham. He's covered closely. Missed inside.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
From outside the arc. And the basket by Houdini. Houdini's got 26 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Rainman. Cunningham outside. And stolen by Williams. To the paint. And it's Watson missing. Detroit leading by 12. Here's Cunningham. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Williams. For Denver, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Got a piece of it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Peyton Watson.
I love how ferocious Thompson is. He embraces getting fouled like this.
He's off on the first. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
And it's Doncic missing.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Cunningham looking it over. Knocks it loose. Here's the break. Williams passes to Houdini. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Detroit. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Denver. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Denver trails by 12 to the middle. Here's Cunningham. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a low 30% from the floor. Brown passes to Doncic. In transition, here they come. Here's Rain Man. Drains the jumper to finish off the break. Rain Man's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Here's Houdini. That one falls. Houdini's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's Detroit with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, number 34, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Here's Whitman. Have to love his hustle tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Just one more rebound and he'll have a double-double.
And again, no good by Detroit.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Garbage Man. And here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on Davis. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Here's Whitman. Pass to Silva. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now here's Brown. Here's Garbage Man. Back to Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Garbage Man. Garbage Man's got rebound number 11. Outside, Brown. Top of the key. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Here's Silva. And Detroit another 3.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Outside, Brown. Another miss by Brown.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Pass to Silva. On the wing, Davis. Here's Silva. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now here's Doncic. Here's Garbage Man. Jokic the screen. Here's Garbage Man. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Shooting for the Nuggets. Number 34. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Detroit leading by 12. Outside Davis. Here's Rainman. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Second team foul. At the line for Detroit, number 5. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets want a timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Denver trails by 14. Pass to Jokic.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
Shooting for Denver, Nikola Jokic at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jokic. And Jokic drops them both. And here's Cunningham. Out to the wing. Here's Silva. And again, no good by Detroit. Denver trails by 12. Here's Houdini. Doncic outside. Pass to Jokic. Lets it fly. Blocked! Here's Rainman, guarded by Doncic. Davis from long range. He drops it from range. And the Pistons lead by 15.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Doncic, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Silva passes to Rainman. Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Whitman. Lays it up and banks it in. Whitman's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Garbage Man.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Here's Houdini, 19-footer. Davis with a rebound. 34 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Silva. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Shooting for the Nuggets, number 10, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. And here's Detroit. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Rainman. So it's Detroit picking up the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the ropes, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth, now I'm snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof, not the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roots. Ooh, see my family struggle from the start.